Don't think I was prepared to look in the mirror. Yeah. So I want to talk about this thing called love. Love. Feel me? You know? From a black man's perspective. You heard me? Because it's crazy out here in these streets when it comes to love. You know what I mean? But sometimes I wonder, do we know what love is? You know, every relationship has love in it. It's held together by love. And I think it falls apart because of the lack of love. You know what I'm saying? Like when you really love something, you'll never give up on it. And sometimes when you really love something, you have to let it go. You know. So let's talk about, you know, love and how sometimes you just gotta let it go. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, sometimes we can love something and that love can be the handcuffs to our own misery because we might not be getting the same love that, you know, we're giving to somebody else. I guess everybody got to go through hurt because sometimes we love people that don't love us. We love people that love other people more than we love them. Um, but love is an energy. It's like a glue. You know, it's a energy that radiates in your mind when you think about things and people. It's like a magnetic force, you know, that draws thoughts about whatever it is that you love. You could not even be thinking about it, but because you love it, that magnetic energy will pull forth that thought inside of you. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, sometimes love can be a hindrance. Because let's face it, sometimes we love things that we shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we love people that we shouldn't. And in those cases, you know, love love can hurt. Love don't always feel good. You know what I'm saying? Because love sometimes causes you to put up with things that, you know what I'm saying, like you wouldn't necessarily put up with. Um, Sometimes we love substances, you know. Sometimes we love material, you know what I mean? And I feel like if we love ourselves truly, that's the first form of godliness. Because if you love yourself more than anything else, then you would, if you love yourself more than anything else, then you would do what's necessary to make sure that nothing else has the ability or the capacity to make you feel less than yourself. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, yeah, like I was saying, feel me? Love, you know, it said God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten son. Feel me? Mm, I mean, the ability to move towards anything comes from love. We do everything that we do and the choices that we make are rooted out of love. You know, no matter if the choices are negative or positive, you know what I'm saying? They all come out of love. You know, it's funny how our choices are dictated by the things we love the most, no matter whether it's negative or it's positive. I mean, when you wake up and go to work, you're not going to work just to go to work. You're going to work because the money that you're going to make is going to, do something. You know, that money, you can use that to take care of the things you love, whether it's, having the things you want. You love to have what you want. You love to have, your own. You love to take care of your kids. You love being a provider. So, you know, when you think about, you know, things every day and think about your life and you look back on your life and you look back on the decisions you made, you know, when you look back, you can tell the things that matter the most to you because of the decisions you made and the directions you took, and that love caused you to end up where you are. I mean, love is deep. Feel me? I mean, the word love doesn't even encompass all that the energy of love is. I mean, when we use it as human beings, we're just describing what we're able to do in this 3D realm. But in reality, as so above is below, there's a whole nother element to that energy, and when you are in line and in tune with yourself, you can pretty much understand the capacity in which love intends to describe as a word. And then you understand that the word love doesn't encompass enough space to embody what love really is. So allow me to tell you what love is. Okay? What I think love is on the other spectrum. Mhm. So love, what we call love, is a small piece of the puzzle of what we human beings need to exist. Love is dedication. And I'm not talking about dedication to the things without, but within. You can say that the ability to keep ourselves together is through what we call love. Everything has to work hand in hand, kind of like, a relationship. You know, for it to work, two people have to work hand in hand, or it's going to be chaos. So within, you know, um, our bodies are made up of so many different cells, and those cells in turn create organs, and those organs function um, in turn to create a body. And with our spirit and our soul and our flesh combined together as one living entity, we exist. But this process is held together by energy, a force. That force is what we call love. But internally, it's a design. You know, it's a design. It's a motion, a forward motion, a dedication, you know, a process, and so there is a process to love. And once you really start to understand the process of just existing, or just kind of like life, um, you begin to really understand the meaning, the foundation of what love is and what it's supposed to represent. You know, sometimes we love things that aren't helpful, aren't beneficial to our well being, our mental well being. You know, we can love to put things into our body that isn't good for our body, but it makes us feel good. So, love can be tricky, you know, love can be very tricky. Sometimes you can love things that, that are really good for you. Yeah. You can love things that are healthy. Feel me? You can love things that are pleasant, peaceful, relaxing. And also you can love things are the opposite, that are, you know, negative, that are derogative, that are deteriorating, that are soul stealing, energy stealing, you know. But just because love is attached to it don't mean that it's always beneficial, you know. And so when we look at the process of life, you know, a fish can love being out of water, don't mean it's supposed to be out of water and it won't eventually, you know, start to hurt. You know. So love is just a word to describe to us as human beings that's in this life that can see a process and by which we care for people and things. But in reality, it's much deeper. The energy in which we have broken down to just a four-letter word is really something greater. You know, it's a conversation that, you know, we're gonna have and we're gonna keep having because of the point that it can't be traced back to its beginning, or can it? Can love be traced back to its beginning? Right. So what I'll do is try to break down through different variations of material as far back as we can go the energy of love, what it looks like, what it feels like, and what it is. All right. So it's definitely the pinnacle energy of life. Um, and nothing is exempt from that energy, neither good or bad. Um, I mean, I think it's fairly simple to say that, you know, if I do something, I make a choice to do something bad that is benefiting me in some kind of way. And that way is a deep psychological way of love or energy, you know, that causes me to do that. There is a feeling after I do something that ties back into that energy of what we call the love factor. Even if it's something wrong, you know, even if it's something right, you know, if I send someone flowers at work, you know, it's not the flowers that I love. It's maybe this person loves flowers, you know, or maybe in turn I'll receive something from this person that I love, or that will make me feel better about myself. And maybe it's in that feeling better about myself that the energy that we call love did it for. So in reality, you know, sometimes we're spaced out and we don't understand why we do things. But in reality, there's a method to the madness. You know, there's a method to it. And once you psychologically evaluate the method by which you make your decisions, you'll be able to understand that out of love, you made that decision. You know, everything is done out of love, every decision is made out of love, or the foundational energy that love is intended to describe in our 3D realm. Right? I mean, My passion is to serve, is to help humanity. And that is the reason why I am going live, so that I can share from my fountain into yours, so that I can pour into you, that you can pour into me. I am not perfect. And out of love, I hope that you understand that I'm not intending to be perfect. If you have something that you would like to share in reference to what we're speaking about, you are welcomed. I mean, because out of love, all things are. And I listen as well as I speak. Um, Thank you. Have a blessed and prosperous decision making day. Please don't feel as though because your day didn't turn out the way you wanted it to, that you didn't exercise your day um, out of love. But know that every day we plant seeds, and those seeds, in turn, in our future, manifest themselves. Love is an energy, and when you plant it into the world, time has to be allotted in order for that love to come back. The time frame differentiates on the journey. So understand that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get into it. You know what I'm saying? Like the things that I love, that energy that we want to understand more of what love is describing. So, look for another video. If you know me, you know who I am. I'm all love, you know. Um, and out of that, I base all my decisions. They might not be someone else's cup of tea, but at the same time, I'm choosing to live my life and follow my own path. If you want to be on my journey, that's fine. But by all means, understand that, my journey is dictated by what I feel, and that's the direction that I am using my time to fulfill. Because only then and only there can I feel the energy that is within me, because I know that energy is love. I can feel it. It's a good love. It's a healthy love. It might not always create healthiness around me, but I believe that the manifestations in time will create a perfect harmony and bliss and bliss. Feel me? That's all we want. Bliss, peace, mercy. All those things is love. When you think about mercy, justice, and truth, and honor, and integrity, and character, love is the driving force of all of those things, dog. Love is just deep. It's more than just an emotion that we share with somebody. It's more than just a decision we make to give ourselves to somebody. It's more than just an erotic fantasy or sexual pleasure. Love is a protection, wedge around you. Um, love is a caring unconditional force that will take you from being created in this world to being created in another world. So, with that being said, peace, love, and light, mercy, truth, and justice, love, honor, and respect. You heard me? Till next time, till I continue this video on love, be thankful, be grateful, be humble, and give all that you can, but don't take no shit, period. All right? Because we take no shit out of love as well. Love don't mean take everything. You feel me? Love also means protect your integrity. Feel me? Because you got to love yourself first. All right? Peace, love, light. I'm out. Boom.